the market to buy a home. Should you buy a new construction home or should you buy a resale? Well, in today's video, I'm going to share some insight into 5 things that you may want to take into consideration to help you with the home buying decision process. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lauren Stark. I'm a local realtor and also native Las Vegan. And on my channel, I talk about all things Las Vegas real estate and lifestyle related. So if this is something that interests you, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends. It really helps my channel out. Okay, let's just jump right into it. And also, I do want to let you guys know that I will timestamp the topics in the description box below for reference for you. First and foremost, let's talk about the most important thing, which is the price and the cost of a new home versus a resale. And there's actually several different facets of this topic to take into consideration. So when you go and look at a resale home, the price listed is the price for the home and all the finishes that are currently there and all the real property, which is considered anything that is attached and anything that the seller may have done after they took possession of the home, such as installing window coverings, backyard landscaping, if there's a pool and a spa, custom built-in closets, if they epoxied the garage floors, if they put in a water softener, all those things that usually a seller will do that takes several years to do after they have taken possession. You know exactly what you're getting, what is included for the price of that home. And I'm going to let you in on a little secret. It doesn't matter how much money you spend, unless you are building a custom home from scratch, from the ground up, you are definitely going to be putting money into a resale home to make it your own, but you know exactly what the price of the home and what you are getting for that home. When you go and look at new homes, the price that you see listed is only for the base price of the home, and that base price varies depending on which exterior elevation you will choose. In addition to the base price, you will also have to factor in a lot premium because every builder is charging a lot premium for the dirt, and that can range anywhere from $2,500 all the way up to hundreds of thousands of dollars depending on the home site, the size of the lot, if it has a view, etc. Now, in addition to the base price and the lot premium, you're also going to have to figure out what your options are. And this is where it gets a little bit challenging to determine what the actual final cost of the home will be. So first, you have structural options, and your structural options are actually decided at time of contract signing. Structural options include things such as a fireplace if you were wanting a bedroom in lieu of a den, if you're wanting oversized glass sliding doors, if you're wanting a bathtub and shower instead of an oversized walk-in shower, or vice versa. All those things are considered structural options, and those are determined at time of contract signing, so you will know the price for those. But secondly, you will have design center options. And this is where your appointment is done typically a month after you go to contract. And this is either the very fun part, which I love doing this part, or it could be the very overwhelming part, because here you are really picking everything that you want finish-wise for your house. This is all the fine details of the home. Everything from your flooring choices and where you want your carpet and where you want your hard surface flooring, from your cabinet selection. Do you want soft close drawers? Do you want regular drawers? What kind of hardware would you like? What kind of toilets would you like? What kind of plumbing fixtures would you like? Would you like extra recessed lighting in parts of the home? So every little detail you are going to be determining at the design center. So this is really where you need to have a little bit more flexibility within your budget, because you're going to go in with your wish list. And if you're working within a budget, you may have to eliminate from that wish list to make the price of the home what you want. So a good rule of thumb for the design center options and your structural options would be to figure about 15 to 30% of the base price you will be spending on options. So this is where your budget needs to be a little bit more flexible, because you really don't know what the final price of the home will be until after your design center appointment, and this is after you have already signed your contract to purchase. The exception to this rule is if you find a standing inventory home, which now the builders are sitting on quite a bit of inventory, one that's already been spec'd out, you'll know exactly the price for that home if it is in standing inventory. So one other thing to be aware of is that in a new construction home, the builder is going to require more upfront money as a down payment. So typically when you go to contract, and every builder is different, they're going to require an earnest money deposit. Then when you go to the design center, they're going to require an additional 20 to 30% of those design center options. Keep in mind that those design center option, that money that you put into escrow, is always non-refundable. The other thing is that with a new home, you will have more money outlay when you close versus a resale. You're going to need to put in window coverings. You're going to have to do your backyard landscaping. So you are going to have a little bit more money outlay up front when purchasing a new home. And lastly, when it comes to the topic of the cost and the money portion of a new home versus a resale, know that when you buy a new home, you're going to have more closing costs than you would on a resale, because the new home builders right now are still passing what are typically known as seller costs onto you as the buyer. This includes things like your real property transfer tax, which is $5.10 per thousand, which 99.9% of the time a seller will pay on a resale. They're also going to ask you to pay for the owner's policy of title insurance. And again, 99.9% of the time, the seller pays this for you on a resale. So for example, if you're purchasing a $500,000 home, the real property transfer tax is about $2,500. The owner's policy of title insurance is about $2,100. So as you can see, these fees can add up. And this is in addition to any lender fees that your lender is going to charge. On a new home, definitely be prepared to pay more in closing costs. That being said, the new home builders are being very generous with incentives. Number two, let's talk about buying from a seller versus buying from a home builder. Home builders are in the business to sell homes. Immediately, they recognized the shift in the market and adjusted very, very quickly. Right now, new homes want your business. They are offering some very, very attractive incentives to buyers, and they're giving closing cost credit. They're slashing prices of the homes. They're adjusting prices on the lot premiums. They're offering incentives to buyer interest rates down. So they're doing some really creative things to move their inventory versus a seller, which sellers are a little bit more emotionally attached to their homes, and they haven't necessarily, some of the sellers in today's market are still stuck in 2021, early 2022 pricing and haven't really gotten with the program of where we are in the market. They're also a little bit more emotionally invested in their homes, so negotiating with them could be a little bit more sensitive. And this is why it's really important to work with an experienced agent who has experience dealing with all different types of sellers and all different types of seller personalities. In talking about this, I'm thinking that would make a great video of different sellers and their negotiating tactics. So let me know in the comments below if that's a video that you guys would like to see. But when you're dealing with an individual seller, just keep in mind that you're dealing with somebody who is a little bit more emotionally attached to their home and may not be in the same business mindset as a home builder would. Number three, timing. Coordinating a move and moving is tough as it is. So something to ask yourself is, do you need a home more immediately, or do you have the time to wait for a new construction home? Typical escrow period for a resale home is about 30 to 45 days. On a new home, that really can vary, and the supply and labor chain is unfortunately still affected by COVID. So sometimes what I'm seeing a lot of these days is the new construction homes will give you a deadline of when the home is estimated to be completed. And I am seeing 2 to 6 month delays in the new construction home, which could be extremely frustrating for you to coordinate and time your move. I just purchased a new construction home in Florida. If you can kind of see behind me, that's where I am. It's a second home. It's an investment property for us. If you guys didn't know, I also sell real estate in Florida. You can check out my YouTube channel that I have specifically for Florida. I'll post that for you guys in the description box below. It was originally supposed to be completed in August, and then it was September, and then it was October, and then here we are, closed late December, and I still have a few punch list items to be handled. We did have a loan lock that was expiring, and I was trying to coordinate utility turn-ons and how I can turn on my internet and just moving furniture in, and it was really frustrating to schedule all that. I'm in the business and I was able to represent myself. I negotiated for myself to make sure that that builder paid for those extension fees. Number 4, if you're wanting to build a pool, it is Las Vegas after all, and who doesn't love a great swimming pool in the heat of the summer? Then this is something that you need to pay attention to. Any new pools in the city of Las Vegas can now no longer be larger than 600 square feet due to our water conservation efforts. So if you are looking to have more of a resort style pool, then you may want to look at resale homes in which a pool is already built. Note that this does not apply to the city of Henderson. They do not have that same ordinance. So in the city of Henderson, you are still good for now to be able to build a pool that is larger than 600 square feet. Number 5 is home inspection. Do you need to get a home inspection if you're buying a new home? You will find that most buyers always get a home inspection if they're buying a resale as part of their due diligence. With a new home, it seems that buyers feel that they don't need to get a home inspection because it's brand new, and really what could go wrong? You do your new home orientation with the customer service rep, and that's when you would identify any blue tape items. But oftentimes those blue tape items are cosmetic in nature, where you find a little ding in the paint, you might find a little chip. You're really not walking the roof, or you're really not going in the attic or looking at things that a home inspector would. And what I'm seeing of my clients who I always advise to get a home inspection on a new home is I'm seeing missing tiles on the roof. I'm seeing vents that aren't installed properly. I am seeing exposed wiring in the attic in the HVAC system. These are things that you wouldn't easily identify on your own or with your customer service rep. So you definitely want to get a home inspection and have the home inspector notate all the things, both cosmetic and not in the home inspection report. I always advise getting a home inspection, whether you're buying a new home or whether you're buying a resale home. It is one of the biggest investments that you're going to make in your life, and it's money well worth spent. If you're looking to buy a new home, or if you're looking to buy a resale home, I'd love to help you make that move to beautiful Las Vegas. Shoot me a text, give me a call, send me an email. Who better to help you than a Las Vegas native? I know the city so extremely well, and I love helping people make that move to my beautiful hometown city. I hope you found this video informative. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I will see you all on the next video. Bye for now.